Okay, just for notice, we're gonna start the stream in a bit, but I just want to explain the reason why I'm using the interest from the camera overlay is because you probably know why. Okay, I guess we are ready. I guess so. I think everything is set. I mean, this is just gonna be probably a short live stream anyway. I'm probably not going to be streaming for long. But just to check, I think everything's okay. I guess so, right? Okay. Well, without further ado, uh, let's jump in. Hi everyone. Oops, sorry, the camera is a bit off. Hi everyone. Welcome to not Hakim Show Live 4. Welcome to hold on, wait. Sorry. Wait, hold on. Pause for a bit. Hold on, sorry. I forgot something. I forgot what is probably um I forgot this. I forgot to, chat because I kind of want to see, the chat while I'm at it. Yeah, there we go. Okay. Perfect. Is it? I guess so. Okay. Right. Well, oops, sorry. Hi everyone. Welcome to welcome to the Hakim Show not live. Uh Hi everyone. All right. So this is just going to be a short stream. I'm just going to be testing some stuff, but while I'm at it, it feels great to do another live stream. Just a casual one, just a chill one. And okay, the reason why I haven't really explained myself yet, but the reason why I chose the IFTC overlay instead of my normal overlay is I thought that, because I might spitball some ideas, spitball some stuff about okay, let me just be honest with you guys. It's not really spontaneous, but it's just that I mean it is what you would call semi-spontaneous in the sense that I really did just want to try some stuff out, just to see if my whole live stream, if I ever were to do like another big proper live stream, just to see if everything's working. But aside from that, I know that in these kinds of test streams, I might tend to spitball around a bit and probably talk about some stuff that even I didn't expect. And those conversations might spitball into conversations about movies and TV shows and whatnot and games and whatnot. The whole Hakim shows. I didn't know the Hakim show live thing. So yeah, that's why as a sort of preparation measure, if you would call it that. That's why I ran ahead and decided to use the IFTC overlay instead. just as a sort of precaution, just as a sort of as a way that you would think, oh, it's just a test live stream, but why is Hakim using the IFTC overlay instead of the normal stream overlay? So that's how it is. So okay, well, enough spitballing. I've been aimlessly talking for a minute. Hi everyone, how have you been? I know there's probably no one watching yet, but it's okay. Just in case if anyone is watching, how are you? How is everything? How are you people? I know I haven't done like I know. Okay, wait. Aside from the Oscars video I did like almost a month back, I don't think I've ever properly done like a one-to-one vlog like this. And even then, I don't think this can be considered a vlog because this is a live stream. So, but again, that aside, it's good to be doing this sort of, it's good to be doing this sort of stuff again than just me doing, lip sync videos and, the sort of indirect videos, if you get what I mean. So yeah, but yeah, I mean, how are you people? While I'm at it, thank you so much for, if there's anyone watching really, thank you so much for dropping by just a bit. I'm probably not gonna be long. This is just gonna be a short live stream, just to ensure the periodic, very spontaneous live stream, just to ensure that everything is working well. Were I to do, another big proper live stream sometime in the future. Hakim Show 10th anniversary, probably. I know that's 2 years away. But hey, rather be prepared than not prepared. Am I right? So yeah, okay. Well, I mean, when I think about it, this is probably all I need. This is actually just the fact that the stream is working, everything is connected, all the technicalities are all solved. It's actually, this one is probably all I'll need really. But there's not much for me to test rather than, because my whole, and probably some of you might not know, as some of you may know, the whole Hakim Show stream shtick, the whole thing behind this is just, it's just me talking to me turning on my webcam and just talking to you guys like this. There's not really much, there's not really any like anything other than that. So in a way, I don't know why. So like you could probably ask me, why am I testing a webcam stream? I don't even need like, you could, it makes sense. It makes sense to probably argue that like I don't even need to test this stuff, and I do. And I did it anyway because hell yeah, why not? Am I right? Gosh. Though okay, now while we're at it, probably I do. Since I'm live anyway, right? I may have a few things to talk about. Some. Just one idea popping in my head, like literally just now. And okay, maybe I'll start with since we're already at it. Wait, hold on. Wait. Okay. Okay. Anyway, since we're already at it, I just thought, okay, maybe it would be cool to talk about some Hakim Show videos. I know this is not an anniversary video. I know this is not a Hakim Show live 4 or anything, but you could probably, no, don't call it that because it's not that at all. But it's just that since this is practically all the stuff I needed to test it out anyway. So in terms of the stream tests, we're all good. We're all good. I don't need to test anymore. Just the fact that the stream is working and I'm actually, the whole chat is working. Just the whole, probably I'm a bit concerned that my OBS says that there are dropped frames. Probably yes. I hope not. I really need a more stable internet connection, do I? But yeah, aside from that, I guess it's all working fine. So yeah, so while we're at it, let's take about 20-30 minutes to talk about some stuff, I guess, since I'm at it. More, so much for coming into this stream without a purpose, am I right? Whoa, exposed. Okay, anyway, yeah. Okay, so, while we're at it, let's talk about some stuff, okay. How are you people? There's probably no one. There's probably no one here. But okay. I can see the chat, but I cannot see the view counter. So if anyone is here, do drop by, do say hello. I know you're probably shocked, like, why is Hakim suddenly doing a just chatting live stream very much spontaneously? I have no idea too. I mean, not that I have no idea. But yeah, I mean, I semi have no idea why I'm suddenly doing a live stream when I could not have done this. So yeah. Oops, sorry. I'm sorry. But yeah, I mean, you could have. I mean, but so anyway, again, if anyone is here, do drop by the chat. Do say hello. I want to see like how. Again, I want to see just how many people is in here. Were I to do a very spontaneous live stream. I mean, not that I would do spontaneous live streams often like this, but it's just that sometimes I mean, aside from the big, very much scheduled live streams like the Hakim Show 4 and whatnot coming soon. Yeah, okay. Okay, you know what? On topic, okay, let's just get that out of the way first. I talk about the Hakim Show Live 4 a lot, right? Because the last time I did a proper big Hakim Show Live 3 was nearly 3 years ago this year, am I right? I mean, it's 20th April today. And the last big Hakim Show live stream I did was around June. Yeah, I remember because it was nearing the 5th anniversary of the Hakim Show. So it's probably around June 2023. So it was, I mean, it was like sorry. Yeah, again, like nearly 3 years ago. So, okay, but again, so the reason why, so yeah, since then, I have not done a proper big Hakim Show live since. But the reason why, okay, so let me just tell you this straight. I have honestly been thinking a lot of ideas about, what to do were I to do another Hakim Show Live for next. What will be the stuff? Because that's the thing. Coming up, as simple as deceptively simple. Okay. Look, I'm not trying to, I'm not trying to blame anyone or anything out here, no. But I'm just saying that, through these deceptively simple looking live streams, like this is literally just a webcam stream, with some OBS meddling and that's it. Meddle. But the things that I kind of want to do are kind of like because I want to involve, when it comes to these Hakim Show live streams, I tend to, because I want to get involved with all of you watching, right? So I plan to do like a lot of activities, I plan to do a lot of activities around it involving you guys, like the last Hakim Show live we did, where we started off with I don't know why I'm suddenly like reminiscing my history of the Hakim Show live 3, but I mean whatever makes sense, right? But yeah, like the last Hakim Show live we did, we started off with a brief history about the Hakim Show, and some people were there, if I remember, and we watched some old videos. That much I remember. It was cringe, but it was surely a fun time. And yeah, I think I ended it, and like just me, but yet even just the portion of me talking plus the portion of the whole watching old videos portions did almost take like 2 hours. And I remember bookending the stream with drawing a very crude drawing of me. And those of you who remember, don't say anything. Those of you who don't, I mean, sorry. Those of you who do remember anything, please don't say anything. And yet those of you don't remember, don't worry, you have nothing to catch up. But yeah, oh god, can't believe that was nearly 3 years ago. Oh my god. But yeah, so I remember bookending that stream with just that crude drawing of me, drawing, sort of like a very crude self-portrait. And yeah, I mean, for what it's worth, the stream was fun, okay? For what it's worth, the stream was very much fun. But I mean, even then, I remember like, okay, yet how do I make it more involved? I know I have ambitious ideas, okay? I mean, of course, who doesn't? Who doesn't have very much ambitious ideas? I have ambitious ideas going in and out of my head every single time, alright? But I know, but realistically, I very much have to consider that I don't have the stuff to pull that all off. So, I mean, okay, for you OG Hakim Show fans, right? Remember back in 2020 or 2021 where, there was the so-called scheduled Hakim show live 2 or 3, I don't remember. The announcement is probably still in my Wix website somewhere. I think we could probably check that out. Um, in which I probably did announce. Oh, sorry. Wait. Let me just. In which I probably did announce something like wanting to do like a live Q&A or a game show or something. Very much inspired by Jack's films Yai Live. I remember wanting to pull that off, but then I remember realistically, like if I wanted to pull that off, I don't even know if I have the I don't even know if I have the desired audience capacity to pull that off. Like seriously. Like so see how ambitious my mind can be, see how big and vast. I mean, I'm not trying to stroke my own ego, but um just the fact that I have tons of ideas that I really want to pull off if I can, and yet all things considered, realistically, I mean, we very much have to consider the fact that can I do this, can I do that, like the whole you can have I mean your ideas, I mean my idea, I mean of course, sorry. um what I mean, my ideas are very much like boundless, right? Like limitless. But yet, when you really consider the gravity of it, when you really consider the realism of the situation, you really think to yourself, "Oh, wait, can I really pull this off? Can I really from everything?" Is someone there? Hold on. Okay, it's okay. Anyway, sorry. I thought I heard I thought I heard a car coming in. But yeah. So very much all things considered, it's like, can I do this? Can I do that? Can I really, could with everything, with even the things that I have, could I really realistically pull off like a live game show aspect in a Hakim show live? I don't think. I mean, I didn't. I really thought I could, but of course I couldn't. But yeah. Because of that, I remember like my sorry, like some of the other things, right? Like aside from the live game show aspect, I remember I wanted to do like a very involved live Q&A with you guys. I remember I wanted to do like a sort of, what else? I mean, I think I planned a bunch of activities, obviously that didn't come to fruition. But yeah, I mean, I remember very much I wanted to plan a whole bunch of stuff, but yet that all fell apart, of course. But I mean, it was very much like a wake up call for me to think that, oh, okay, wait a minute. What if? Okay, now I'm realizing that this is probably the first time that I've talked in depth like this about a previous. I mean, about the Hakim show, about what was supposed to be the Hakim show live 3 but wasn't. I'm realizing that now is the first time after 6 years. Oh my god. After 6 years, am I only talking about that right now in depth for the very first time? So yeah, those of you in here, you are in for a moment. But yeah. Anyway, but yeah. Yeah, I remember wanting to do like a whole bunch of stuff in the live stream. Like it was crazy. I know I probably wasn't able to pull that off very much so. But the whole live Q&A thing, the whole, again, like what part, I mean, okay, now that I really think, oh, sorry. Now that I really do think about it, like what could have convinced me, what really was the way, what really was I thinking until like I could pull off like almost a semi-live game show all on my own. And probably already I was thinking like realistically, okay, you know, and in the because I was fresh off, okay, look, because I was fresh off from the Hakim show live 1, right? So I remember like, okay, realistically, let's say like if the audience capacity were to be like only 1 or 2 people, okay, only 1 or 2 people, and that's not even considering like people who might just drop in and out. So realistically, I mean, I can't do a game show with only 1 or 2 people, right? And that aside, like really, like why, like okay, like seriously, why did I even think? Okay, why did I even think that I could probably pull that off? Like when I really couldn't, was probably because again, probably I mean, I do talk a lot. I mean, I do talk a lot about my ambitious ideas. But more or less, it might. I mean, also another thing that might have contributed, that might have affected it, was probably because like I really wanted to go big, and yet, but realistically, I wasn't. Like unlike now, I haven't even realized the thought that like it might it really couldn't work. It really couldn't work. Like seriously. Because back then I remember wanting to like grow, like I wanted to convince Hakim Show that okay, it really could have gone big. Okay, it really could have gone big, and yet it couldn't. But yet because of that, I just thought, okay, wait a minute, like let's deconstruct things. Let's deconstruct things first for a minute, okay, and really try to go into what really made the Hakim Show. And then then that's when I realized that, okay, you know what, Hakim Show is more, I do these live streams. Okay, I do a lot of the videos. I mean, if you've seen my early videos, a lot of it really rooted in the intimacy part of it, like low budget videos, crude videos, and what made and only then did I really start to realize that, okay, what really made Hakim Show part of the magic that it was for me was very much like very much spontaneous videos. And yet because of that, I kind of lost. Not that I didn't lost. I just forgot, like, that really was what made me want to do videos at the time, was because it was very much spontaneous, and because I liked the idea. Not that it was because it was necessarily big or large or huge or whatever. It was just because no matter how small it was, like, I held on to that idea thinking that I could do it. So naturally, because of that, I think what was also part of the reason was that, okay, because I love all my, like, I love all my small ideas, right? And because of that, I really did intend to, because naturally, I wanted to go big and big and big and big and big and big, but the idea just couldn't fit in. So I just thought, okay, so that's it. So really, let's refocus. Let's take a refocus back to making Hakim Show Live 3, and making what was back then it wasn't. Back then it wasn't really a Hakim Show Live 3. Back then it was basically nothing. But okay, I remember having the idea. Okay, because of that, what really could be the next step for this live stream is just this small focus, and really that's enough. So I thought, okay, wait. Having thought about that, it would be nice to have some occasional big ideas once in a while. But then again, I really have to come to terms with the fact that, okay, wait, this is the huge stuff might really not be working for me as much as this kind of small stuff. So I really have to kind of, okay, since I'm very much comfortable with doing these small stuff, so that's it, right? So that's it. So basically, that's what made Hakim Show for me. Yeah. So yeah, because of that, the Hakim Show Live 3 became what it was. And I remember having so much fun doing the Hakim Show Live 3. So again, okay, I'm very much veering off topic here, because at the end, I just wanted to say, like, how I wanted to, at the end, at the beginning, I want to explain why I say Hakim Show Live 4 a lot, turn into this whole reminiscing stuff. But yeah, okay, I know I'm talking too much, but to cut the story short, so yeah, basically the Hakim Show Live 3 happened, and I kind of wanted that, that focus again for Hakim Show Live 4. So yeah, if you haven't caught on by now, so I am very much planning to do a Hakim Show Live 4, whether it be this year or next year. I'm not sure yet, but okay, look, no matter what, I kind of have an announcement, sort of lah. I kind of have an announcement to make. Most of you might probably know this, and because it's kind of the right time, and it's kind of the right time for me to announce it, since practically no one is here. But okay, let me just spitball this, and really make it so that it's an announcement. Not that I would consider it an announcement for the ages, but it's just that I consider it to be something that okay, it's an announcement you all practically might have very much expected. But yeah, it's it's one of those days. I mean, it's very much still far. What I'm about to announce, the date is very much still very far. Okay, but I know I'm probably gonna do it, and because that that day that okay, if everything goes well according to plan, that day would be quite a big day for me, really. Because okay, look, number one, it's because that day. Okay, wait, let me just get the announcement first, okay? So yeah, the announcement is drum roll. Of course, the Hakim Show 10th anniversary is. I'm very much planning to do a celebration live stream back in 2028. The Hakim Show Live 10th, yeah. The Hakim Show's 10th anniversary will be coming in June 2028. So I have 2 years to start planning ahead from now. I have no idea what I'm gonna do yet, but I know that no matter how big or small the live stream is gonna be, I'm probably gonna have a lot of fun with you guys back then. So yeah, so I hope you guys. I know it's still 2 years away, but I mean, I'm like one of those movie CEOs, stand by for one of what was stand by for a sneak peek of this very awesome movie, only for it to show the release date like 2 years away. I know, right? The fact that Beyond the Spider-Verse will release first than my live stream. Okay, anyway, but yeah, okay, but seriously, as I said, I am very much planning to do like 10th anniversary celebration live stream in 2 years' time, because 10 years of the Hakim Show, man, 10 freaking years. I know I haven't been, and yet again, okay, look, I know I've been very much on and off throughout my whole channel history, but still, despite everything, 10 years is actually quite a moment to commemorate. Okay, so yeah, that's it. The announcement is that the Hakim Show 10th anniversary celebration stream will be coming in probably June 2028 or something. Yeah. Or early July, depending on, because okay, so look, because why I say it's probably gonna be a big day is because the Hakim Show, I launched the Hakim Show, I remember like June 27, June 28 of 2018, right? Or June 30th. I remember it was around sometime that week. Yeah. But yet, okay, but, so it all kind of comes in a very full circle kind of way. Is because, yeah, 30th June of 2028 is probably, yeah, it's probably I'm going to be finishing my undergraduate degree by then, if all goes well lah. So yeah, it's probably going to be quite a big moment to commemorate. Yeah. I know I'm talking. I know this is very much still very far away. But yeah, just spitballing out there. But yeah, but it is true. I'm finishing my degree in 2028, so it would kind of like be a nice compliment, that I'm going to be doing a stream to celebrate that moment, and also with you guys, who kind of made everything very much significantly more special around here. So yeah, I really want to do that. So yeah, again, and also that's why, and the second reason is because yeah, I'm graduating that year in 2028 if all goes well, inshallah. But yeah, so I really look forward to that. I know it again very much. I really do want to emphasize the fact that it's still 2 years away. Okay, it's still very much 2 years away. Okay, it's still very far. So, like it or not, okay, right? It's still. I mean, I'm announcing this like I'm announcing a movie or a project in development. Whereas if not, it's very much something that it's very much probably expected a lot by you guys, but yeah, I just want to make it official, probably. Yeah, so yeah, then again, Hakim Show 10th anniversary celebration live stream. I'm gonna do this. Hakim Show 10th anniversary celebration live stream coming to you in 2028. So yeah, yay! Okay, so that's one and done. Okay, so okay, what else is there to talk about? So yeah, okay. I mean, wait, hold on, where is this? Oh, okay, never mind. Yeah. Yeah. Aside from that, it's very much like sort of, you know, it's kind of wild seeing how we're like very much approaching like 10 years of the Hakim Show.
And we're very much in the 8th year of the Hakim Show this year. Can't believe that it's almost been a decade of my stupidity, of my dumbness being shown on YouTube, from all those Avengers Infinity War trailer parodies and down to the music video parodies, and even, even the recent stuff too. Very much I would say, okay, no, look, I'm just gonna make it clear now. If there was ever a favorite video of that era, not the recent videos one, if there was ever a favorite video of, that early era of the Hakim Show, it's probably gotta be the Hard Times one. Easily, easily. Because look, then again, it was just another one of my stupid simple MV parody videos. But yet, for some reason, that particular video really, even until now, I mean, rewatching it occasionally really did remind me of how, of just why I kind of made the Hakim Show in the first place. You guys are very much invited, but it's just to make, because I'm making it for me. You know, you guys are making it, but your presence was what made it even better. But yet I'm making these videos for me, and yet you guys showed up to support it all the way through. So, you know, even even in this era where I'm not really making a lot of videos anymore. So I really just want to make it clear to you guys that you have my appreciation all the way through and through. Okay, because okay, none of the videos that I make would, because I have 200 subscribers right now, probably 195 to 200. Um, all of each and every one of you who subscribed, it really does mean a lot. It really means a lot. Like, seriously, I cannot just say how much that support really means to me. So yeah. So really, then again, so each and every one of that number is wild to think about. I mean, especially from the time where, you know, remembering back, it's sort of like, it was really sort of just like, a way for me to kill boredom or something, right? I tend to make those videos, back in high school, like in Form 1 and Form 2 or whatever, back in MRSM, to sort of like cure boredom and stuff. And yet, but I mean, I didn't really expect it to go anywhere else. But yet, you guys made the Hakim Show really what it is. I mean, again, I just said that I'm making these videos for me, but there was like, I'm making these videos for me, but yet you guys made it even better, because of how much unwavering, yeah, that's the term I'm looking for, unwavering support that you guys really, 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 really did do, really did give, and so I'm eternally grateful for that. Yeah. So that's why, that again, jumping back to the Hakim Show 10th anniversary thing, where, talking about just how near 10, just that the fact it's approaching 10 years is wild. I honestly, at one point, like early in the Hakim Show's era, like, I really didn't think this thing would survive like more than 5 years, really, if I'm being honest. So yeah, it's been a wild ride. Oh gosh, okay, you know what? Enough reminiscing, but yeah. But again, really, one last thank you to you guys who really came all the way. Okay. Okay. I see that. Okay, wait. Let me just check the YouTube page for a while. I think no one is here, is it? Yeah. Okay, it's fine. Yeah. Okay. So, thank you so much. Okay, I think that's it. Really. Um, all of those ideas, and really was just again another memory lane back to the Hakim Show, the old Hakim Show days, right? Gosh, but yeah, really. I mean, I see this as an opportunity to give my occasional thanks to you guys, because again, the Hakim Show really wouldn't be the Hakim Show without all of you subscribers, right? Really, it's what I do. So yeah, thank you so much. Thank you, everyone. Okay, I guess that's all for the stream, really. Nothing much. Just to test. Mainly again, it's to test everything, but this conversation was a bonus.
Alright, okay, so thank you everyone. Thank you so much for to anyone who came into this stream. I know it's probably not. But yeah, just to say if there were some people that I didn't notice dropping in and out, thank you so much for watching. But yeah. So if anything, thank you so much again, once again, for dropping into the stream. So yeah. I take it that this was a very successful test live stream. So yeah. I'll probably see you in again the Hakim show. Wait. Before I go, let me just clarify that the 10th anniversary live stream is not the Hakim show live 4, because I think I'm planning to do, because the Hakim show live 4 is like no, do this. My brain because she's a cute. The Hakim show live 4 is very much like one of those live streams in between, before the big 10th anniversary. I plan to do I very much plan to do the Hakim show live 4, then the big 10th anniversary celebration live stream. So it's either this year or next year, who knows. But yeah, so expect 2 live streams from me. One either coming soon and one coming in 2 years. Whether it just be, but do prepare, okay? Do be prepared. Whether it's just another live stream of this scale or whatever, it all depends, okay? Alright, thank you all so much for watching. Okay, wait, now I just remembered. Since we're on the top, sorry. Since we're on the topic of, past Hakim show videos, right? Okay, I want to clarify something. Okay, this is, I don't know why I'm doing this, but it's just that to make it clear, okay? To make it very much clear. There's probably no one wanting to hear this, but since we're very much on the topic, and I very much felt like it made sense for me to kind of say this, since we're very much on the topic of reminiscing already. So okay, a few years ago, no, it's not a few years ago. About 2 years ago, I made a short film called Charlene. Right? I can see. Look, probably most of you are already tuning out by this point. So okay, about 2 years ago, I made a short film called Charlene, and 3 months later, I made a prequel called Genesis Charlene, which is very much an immediate prequel. Wherever it ended, Charlene started. So, okay. Some of my friends have been asking, look, this is I've actually been though it's not much, but there were 1 or 2 questions saying that, will we ever get a Charlene 3? Okay, I know it's 2026. I know I shouldn't be probably be talking about this, but let me just make it clear that I don't know. Okay, I'm not really sure. But okay, look, let me just make it clear. If there ever is, okay, I'm not confirming it or anything. But if there ever were to be a Charlene 3, that will very much be the final chapter. And I have some ideas about, in my head, if I were to make a Charlene 3, what would the plot be, because okay. I don't know if I ever made this clear to you guys, but one of the rules about the Charlene series that I'm making is that, each new entry must, let me just say to you guys, each new entry in the Charlene series has to be happening before the first Charlene movie. So meaning, quite simply, is that every new Charlene short movie I make has to be a prequel of some sort. And I swore to myself once that there will never ever be a sequel, because the original intentions were to make that, okay, so that the whole Charlene movie, the first Charlene short movie would be, would have a very much an open ending. But I don't want to explore what happens next. But yet, okay, look, hear me out. As time went on, I kind of realized that was a stupid idea, because who wants to see an unfinished story, right? Who wants to see an unfinished story? So because of that, I have been honestly dabbling. Okay, I might as well just say this. I honestly have been dabbling for Charlene 3 ideas immediately after Genesis Charlene released. So again, until now, so that's not to say I forgot about Charlene. No, not at all. I've honestly, not every day lah, but for the past few months, I've always wondered about whether to continue Charlene myself or not. Honestly. Yet the answer I can give you now, if any of you ever question it, is I am not sure. I'm not sure whether we will ever see more of Charlene, but yet, okay. So it's practically very much unconfirmed. But okay, look again. Okay, I'm just I'm just saying my ideas. If there ever were to be a third Charlene chapter, that would very much be the last. And also, it might be, okay, it might be, because again, I said it was a stupid idea to not leave the story finished. It might be a semi sequel prequel a la The Godfather 2, or a straight up sequel that just closes the entire story instead. So yeah, I know I'm breaking my own rule, but again, my original rule was so stupid. I mean, it might work. I mean, I very much have to think about that, but again, I kind of realized how stupid the whole rule was, so I'm probably not going to elaborate on it too much. But yeah, again, if there ever were to be a Charlene 3, it's probably going to be, no, it's definitely, if I ever were to make a Charlene 3, it's definitely going to be the last. It's definitely going to be the final Charlene movie. And yeah, again, it's probably, but there might be a sequel element to it. But again, I don't even know. I can't even confirm it. I don't even know if I can confirm it because I have no idea. But yeah, so do know that Charlene might not be dead, but I mean you can assume it's very much in deep hibernation for now. But so almost to the point of death, but not dead yet. But yeah, because I am honestly circulating ideas. I'm honestly always trying to find ideas about whether, to continue Charlene, or whether to, officially retroactively call Genesis Charlene the final chapter. I mean, a lot of the times that I thought about Charlene, I honestly thought Genesis would be the last one. But yeah, because the more I thought about it, because the more I thought, okay, wait, the whole no sequel rule is stupid. So yeah, that's why. So okay, so that's it. So yeah, if I know none of you was even asking about this, but in case some of you do, then that was my answer. TLDR, Charlene 3, I don't know, but if there ever were to be a Charlene 3 in the future, 10, 15, 20 years from now on, then that will be the final chapter. Alright, so thank you so much everyone for coming into this live stream. I know it's almost, I said it's going to be a short one, that it's almost an hour. So okay, I'm probably going to stop now. Thank you so much for everyone tuning in. Thank you. So I'll see you whenever I see you next. Right? Bye-bye. Thank you everyone. See you when I see you. Bye-bye. Bye everyone.